Back your team, mate. But what I did want to discuss was, I don't know if you see this tweet from Donny. I didn't send the tweet in the group, but I sent like the talking point and that. I'll read it out, yeah. Broke shaming is direct emasculation of men. I see it daily and it's mad. As a woman, you do not have to care about this fact, but you cannot later claim to care about men in your community / say you defend them when you engage in activity that diminishes their existence. It is this identical principle to men shaming women and how they look. You don't have to care about it, but if you later claim to defend and care about them, it looks like cap. Exactly the same. We are all responsible. Have you ever been broke shamed?
Who gives a shit? I've been broke. What?
I'm broke, baby.
Like, I don't place importance on that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like broke shaming is like a thing that's been like sensationalized on Twitter. Do you know what I mean?
That's
like,
really fair.
And because in reality, man, come on, how many people are you gonna come across that are gonna broke shame you? What are you? What brokenness are you exhibiting?
It's coming out their pores. I can smell it on you.
Smell bro.
Like,
bro, call me broke, at least you're calling. 079 me.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Listen, because when I was jobless and the things weren't going well, I was giving out the best dick. So come and get this broke dick, yeah?
Yeah,
For the low.
Do you know what? Yeah, man. As much as we're telling jokes and stuff, like I think it's counterproductive. Do you know what I mean?
What,
Because,
to be
like,
broke shame or to joke about?
Yeah, man. Like, because we spend the majority of I mean, as soon as we start working, for example, like we're just trying to find our feet, man. And sometimes it takes ages, isn't it? Like,
True.
We live in London. You know, like some are fortunate enough to be earning a great salary, but the majority are not in it. So at the end of the day, everyone is trying to make ends meet and, you know, have a little piece to enjoy themselves. The last thing you want is someone to broke shame you, and it's not just it being a thing where it's like women directing it at men. I've seen niggas, you know, diss broke girls too.
Yeah.
Bro, what did Blade Brown tell us about man are busting down dead watches? Actually, everybody in the end stopped wearing their Cartier. man, we're doing this. These times you worked hard before you to get your money to buy a Cartier. Cause you know, like that's the first level of like roadman success. You get your Cartier with a black band.
Yeah.
And man said, man are busting down dead watches.
And furthermore, and it's putting immense pressure, you know, to people like. And
bro, it's not that many people that can afford luxury watches
man.
to be able to bust them down. You're talking to like the kind of people you're talking to. They're in your like realm anyway. Like if you're able to bust down a watch, like yeah. I would hope you're calling it. I could be wrong. You could be doing the man thing and like blowing all your rear up and that. But the plugs are gonna come and catch you in it, and then you're gonna have to give up some teeth or something.
Yeah, and a whole perception of like looking like you've got peas by spending like all your money on a pair of jeans and that, just so it can be branded to flex.
Man, are tarts, bro. It's killing us, bro. Like the whole ego, no shame as men. I think even in what he was saying, yeah. I think there is some truth to it, but I think man just don't want to admit that like being dissed by women hits home a lot harder. Even though like for like all the rap we like it, I'll fuck your bitch, I got my money on you. The guy that's in the rap is dissing you. You're listening as a consumer. The average consumer hasn't got the money the rapper's got, but because of aspirational living, you want to be like Future and that, you're listening to the music. They're dissing you, but because it's women that you trying to get with or like you want to leverage your little success to be with that woman. When they say it to you, it hurts. Oh, you're not driving.
These rappers are really dissing us in their raps.
They he just hit home to you. Yeah, he just hit home.
They're talking to me.
And for being normal as well. When I was in the trap, you was on your Xbox. Yeah.
Bro,
fuck?
what's the famous line? Well, yeah, when I was in the band, you was in school. Fam, school was lit, bro. Bro, why was you not in school, bro? I've seen your tweets and all them spelling errors.
When I was in the band, though, you was doing your homework.
Yeah, mommy had me on lock.
Supposed to be doing,
bro.
9 to 5 is DQ. Well,
bruv,
that's
putting
what they
pressure
miss-
on the youth, then man,
what?
to get money fast and
For
you
what?
know, and you know, the only way to do it is by doing this
Yeah,
kind of thing.
it's weird.
Yes, it sounds great on wax, but come on, man. Like, there's a lot of impressionable youths out there that would be like, yeah,
real.
this is it. This is the way.
Social media don't help though. Like, I don't know if you see those famous memes of like, it'll be like a high school setting or secondary school setting, whatever, and like the nerdy guy with the glasses on, long tie, big bag, loads of books, is getting bypassed by the fly girl who's trying to talk to like the guys that hanging out in the corridor or whatever, and then you see the other side of the meme, which is like 5 years later, he's left uni, got money, he's got the big car now, she's got 4 youths and that.
Justin.
and then she tried to holler at him, but now he's giving her the deuces sign. Have you seen the meme I'm talking about, innit?
I don't think I have.
Like, it's always on. It's every couple months it crops up online, innit? And I think man are waiting for their moment to give the old things the fuck you, innit?
Jesus Christ.
Bro, am I lying, bro?
No,
Man,
100%.
like,
Some people hold it on to that.
bro,
Heavy.
you've heard them lines. Like, them hoes didn't used to love me. Now I got money, they're on me and that. But
Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm high. They all on me.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones, who? Justin, yeah.
go on, talk to me.
Exclusive.
Versus TV.
What's happening?
Rick Ross versus 2 Chainz.
That's actually a good battle to be fair.
That's not what we want to see.
You don't want to see it, but
Rick Ross versus Jeezy. Rick Ross versus 50 Cent. That's what we want to see.
They ain't doing
With Gunplay in the
that.
room and Tony Ayo in the same room.
Yo, man,
I would have said Wayne. Ross versus Wayne.
Hey, that's a good shout still. That's a good shout.
I would have said that.
2 Chainz got some slappers though.
got slapped.
Yeah,
But-
I'm
but
not
tw-
discounting
but
that
20,
at all.
that's
20
what
for
I was
But
20.
against like one of my goats,
Yeah.
Ricky Rose.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a difficult one.
But yeah, like, you know, 20 versus 20 and that.
Yeah, that'll be cold. I want to try and think of a 20. You think of a 20 for Ross. I'll try and think of 20 for Chainz, and in a second we'll do it. But with the broke shaming thing, the one thing I did want to highlight and talk about though is that specifically where like I feel like man are, like they're waiting for their moment to flex, innit?
Yeah.
And I think if man just would just admitted it more, then we'd respect everyone a bit more of like, it's corny that you only wanted to get money for women, innit? Cause where we come from, there's, like I said, bare periods of not having no dough. I wasn't lacking in the babes department. So you need to have a bit more about you, bruv. You know? Like, I'm not, if you got it and you want to spend, that's on you. If your way to get the Punuski is to buy the bag and the shoe, it's entirely up to you.
Man made it sound Eastern European.
I know.
Some USSR pumps.
What did he say?
Have you not heard Punuski? But the point I'm trying to make is, some of us ain't got to spend fucking five bags on shoe and bag and that.
Bro.
Come on, man. And you lot messed up the marketplace, but we making things too expensive. What are you doing out here, bro?
At the end of the day, like, you got to see what it's based on, innit? Like,
Yeah.
What is the broke shaming based on? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it like if my bills are paid, every month without fail, no late payments, bruv, I'm all right. You can't chat to me. I'm covered.
Trust me.
Like, I'm taking care of myself.
And a counter argument could be like, these niggas that do end up getting money to flex on the babes, maybe it was good. Maybe she motivated you. Maybe you actually owe her a drink because she didn't broke shame you. You might not have got your grind on. You know, it's funny. I the way it plays out online is hilarious, isn't it? Because I think like the way that tweet got interpreted, I look at men acting like bitches because you got to like get a little bit of money in that.
But you know what?
Because if you go down like the way you're thinking, it's like, bro, I don't care. Like I don't need to validate myself for you, innit? Like, because there's some babes, whether you got money or not, I'm not spending no money on you. Like, it just is what it is, isn't it? You know.
But broke shaming is a part of society as well. The rich people do it to the poor all the time.
And I like you're saying that, and it's not exclusive man to woman.
Yeah, bruv, they look at us like pieces of
peasants,
shit,
bruv. No, it's
broke
look
shaming
at us as peasants, bro.
Just by looking at us, that's broke shaming at the highest.
Alright, so a lot of the man then went to Charter in the ends, innit? Which is in North Dulwich, innit? And Dulwich Village is around the corner. I remember like growing up, we'd go and play football.
Is that the good part?
That's
The affluent part.
they look as good as lower than them, innit? Like them,
Right.
them like enjoying it, like
Sorry.
gated community.
Sorry.
Yeah, they look down on good, innit? Like, exceptional nigga, yeah, impregnable. They look at good as beneath them, innit? So I remember like growing up, like sometimes in the summer going to play football, like house parties and that, and like you go to like, so like there'll be a girl
in like Sosa's year and that, who's blessed, likes the man from the ends and that, you get in a house party and listen like her parents and they look at you like, are you lost? These times I'm like, bro, my brother's selling your daughter gear, bro. That's what we're fucking here, bro. I ain't lying, bro. I'm telling the truth. That's why we're here. Don't look down on us, man. We're providing the service. Yeah, bro. Nah, bro, you be in certain places, they look at you like, huh? Like, I'm one time we was riding our bikes and we like went down. There was a time I think Madonna and Guy Ritchie were living in Dulwich Village, innit? And like there's gate community, so we went like a slip road, innit? We're just riding our bikes, and the lady was watering her grass, innit? And the way she was looking at man like, these niggas really riding through here.
You're not supposed to be here.
I was looking at her like, bitch, I don't want to be here ever. I was trying to get home. There's certain places, bro, like that needs to be said more, innit? Like if we're gonna, I think social media, our music we listen doesn't help as well. We're gonna look down at each other. A lot of us are like, you're a lot closer to the broke people you might be shaming or laughing at than the people you look at that have money and like the lifestyle. You're a lot closer. 1 or 2 bad months of work, GoFundMe, innit?
Trust me, it's become a sport.
Man start posting GoFundMes and that saying, yeah, I'm out of work, can you help? You know, you ain't got any pride then, have you? You know?
Well,
it hits home then, bruv. But yeah, no, say no to broke shaming. We all on board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vans like, I don't care. Money or no money, you're not gonna know. Because these times you got it. Can we talk about that?
No.
Can we talk about salaries?
No, we can't actually.
Do you ever do that? Have salary conversations, like colleagues?
Nah. Sometimes I try to gauge. Like, I wonder what he's on. I wonder what she's on.
You see someone coming in with too many nice new suits and that, you're like, yeah, he's spending money still.
Yeah, but in the office, like you've got, you're gonna get different types of people in it. So like you're always gonna have the flashy don. You're always gonna have the donny that's like, you know, well put together as it seems, right? And then you've got a loud one. You've got a weirdo one. Like, so in the kind of industry that I'm in, I'm looking at the weirdo ones, yeah, that like, yeah, you man have the maddest peas, bruv, but you won't know because that man are rocking Rockports and, you know, that Bear Grylls attire, like just, like they're about to climb mountains, but they're just hacking shit. And then you've got like the sales guys. So when they hit like the big sale and that
commission and things come flying.
Commission. There's a Donny in my office. He's like, every time I do a big sale, I always mark it with a new watch. So I'm seeing Donny's coming like with rollies and that. I'm like,
you need to line something up, fam. Corona's
not every day lining things up, bro. Can we be normal, bro?
That is normal.
Can we be normal,
bro? Don't diminish my normal, bro. Because that watch could change a life, bro. A life or two right now. So
tell the oldest to go
smash their own works.
Yeah, smash them works, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, you've got those kind of guys, man. Super flashy, like yeah. You know, like I went here for dinner, blah, 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 you know, giving it all and that. And then, you know, there's just me, little old me in the corner.
Little old me.
Just, you know, just observing, overview and that.
Bro, this guy full of shit, bro. I know you, bro.
Come on, man. You need to stop running mad agendas.
Because Obo is real, bro.
Listen.
Obo is real. But you know what it is, even I'm joking, I think we should have those conversations. Just so man don't get shafted. It's like, okay, cool, I know you might not want to disclose yours.
Yeah.
But you are starting to be aware, like, okay, cool, that person, like someone saying to you that they mark a big sale by getting a watch.
Yeah.
You can see that obviously that person is
I'm gauging.
You're like, trying to gauge, innit?
I'm gauging.
Because when I was like, one of my last jobs, it got advertised at a certain amount and I asked for like 6 bags higher, innit? And luckily for me, the same Donny so 2 of us got hired around the same time, he had asked for that as well, innit? So like, they went to catch-22. Office is really small. A lot of people communicate in the office, and it's quite an open thing. And because it was even like the financial sector, it's like, bro, we work with money every day. It's gonna come out, innit? So they kind of had to, innit? And it got confirmed because like within like a month of being there, the Donny just asked me outright, so how much you on, mate?
Oh, straight out
of the gate. I was like, oh, that's a bit intrusive. But
is that a British thing though? Like, not wanting to discuss their salaries. I can imagine like other places, like other countries, have different cultures when it comes to, discussions about each other's salaries.
You're probably right.
So they can challenge each other, and they can challenge like, so if that person's on that, I should be on this.
Because my thing is, if we do the exact same job, there should be no difference in it.
Yeah,
that's my thing. I ain't got no business with like someone that's senior, more experienced. If we're doing the exact same job, like us on the same team, and that. So when he asked me, we had an open conversation, and I didn't answer directly, but I was like, oh, so like, what kind of ballpark is you like? And he just said straight what he was on, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm around the same. He's like, are you on the exact same? I was like, I'm around the same. I didn't want to say yes or no, even though
man's applying pressure though. What you on the same?
Exact same amount in it, but yeah, like, and that was the most like someone's ever kind of stuck it on me work wise, and I was thinking, you know what, I rate that because when we later got called and we spoke more, he's like, he's been shafted in other roles where like he's come in, either been, like you don't feel like you got enough experience, or like you might be a bit scared to like actually ask outright. Then found out 6 months into the job that everybody in the team's on like 5 bags more than him, and that, bro. Wow, 5 bags less. I'm gonna start giving you 5 bag less performance, bro. I'm coming in late. I'm wearing tracksuit every day. I'm doing whatever I want, bro. Like, I think we should have those conversations, but it's just how you do it.
It's not gonna happen.
No, it has to happen though, bro.
I don't see it happening. I don't like we just had the conversation with the broke shaman. It's not happening.
Everything's gonna change.
No, people like to feel like they're empowered or they're better than the one below. Like,
or they want to feel they're above someone.
Yeah, 100%. That's how we work.
Yeah, that's our perception of like.
Yeah.
Oh, they could be on this and that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna have that discussion with them. I don't know. People like, but at the same time, like, what you do, innit? You know your role. You know that certain departments are gonna earn more than you.
Facts.
But I guess like that's not really what I want to be fighting against. I want to fight against my direct colleague. I need to know if we're on the same thing or not.
Yeah, that's
because then it becomes like a performance issue, innit?
Yeah. That makes more sense.
Jobs, like, they'll give you a pay rise, like obviously based on your performance. You've been excelling, in every quarter. So if they're not going to offer that to you, you have to kind of start demanding that now. Like, because when like every time I'm in the office, like, well, this is what I used to be like, or in the interview room, or like when it comes to discussing pay, like I wouldn't go in there with any bit of confidence or vim. So like you sort of allow them to dictate what you want to basically get to, innit? Like, so even just jumping into an interview, like you have to, that's the point where you kind of have to take control of your destiny, innit? Because they're interviewing you because they need you, innit?
Yeah.
So like when you start to apply that that type of mindset, you're confident enough to be like, all right, cool, man, this is how I'm going to conduct the interview. You're gonna take control of it, and the same methods apply to when you're discussing your pay grade. Because, fam, like I've done everything that's required of me. When are we gonna talk about the pay rise?
Yeah.
And especially when you can demonstrate what you've done, like you've done this, you've done that.
Oh yeah, and if you can come in with evidence, man.
Yeah, I believe they should be doing that a lot more instead of you trying to push to try fight to get your P's up. They should always like look.
I think a lot of companies have thrived on the fact that they've made
hush thing, innit?
Yeah, the hush thing, and they've made it so unapproachable for their employees to come in and ask for a pay rise.
How dare you dare me?
Dare me?
Can you dare me? How dare you?
You dare me?
Now we need to have them conversations. But like, so you see the industry in now, yeah. Before you get into that, did you know what like your job role? Did you know what like the average salary?
Yeah, you would have had to done some research for you to now go in there and interview, discussing certain pay packages.
When I was going into this role,
yeah.
I did a bit, but because it was like a unique role in the office, like I'm the only person that does this here.
You got leverage.
I was like, I don't know, innit? But at the same time, because I was looking for a job for so long before I got it, I was kind of like when it asked me about my salary expectations, I was shook.
Yeah,
like I tried to be as modest as possible, and unbeknownst to me,
come on,
they're like, they come through with a mad offer, and I'm like, I can't even believe what I'm seeing.
Come on, King, get your bag.
Because it was so different to what
you would have
I'd asked for, innit? What or what I set as my expectation. And they were thinking, they probably looked at it like,
broke boy.
They were broke shaming me in that process. So yeah.
You see, when you're clean hearted, God will just bless you. You see that? You see it there? Get the bag, bro.
Depends on who you ask.
Hey.
About clean hearted.
It's for them hoes, man. Listen, you're gonna be a villain in someone's story, innit?
Yeah, I suppose.
Come on, man. Bruv. Even with me, like I asked you the question, I'll answer it on my end. I was just a bit lucky that I kind of had some inside knowledge, but outside of that, I wouldn't have known. So that was the only reason I was able to ask what I asked for, innit?
Right.
So, and I was working in a bit more of a senior role prior, but for a lesser company and slightly lesser money. But I had to think I had commissions and stuff, so my actual salary wasn't that high, but it was performance related, innit?
Right.
So it had that extra that you could and it was uncapped. So when I was going to that was my little bit of leverage. But if it wasn't for that and having a friend in HR, I would have probably been how my man, the guy I was talking about his experience, come in there, been on maybe $6,000 less, and then found out. Because if they could get away with it, they'll get away with it, bro. Because if you're able to save $6,000 on the budget, bro, that's a couple nights out across the year and that. You want to impress new clients and that, you know. Yeah. You want to go to the rugby and that. That's follow 6 bags. It says it on the envelope. Follow $6,000. and we enjoy the money, but I feel like we definitely need to have more conversations. Find good ways of doing it.
I think that's the right thing. Find good ways to do it,
and try and maybe understand what sectors actually pay and what like the average rate is. Then that will kind of give you a bit more of an And the people that do have more knowledge, I would like if you're listening to this and you do have more knowledge in regards to what we're talking about, use the hashtag, which is hashtag off the cuff pod, and just let our listeners know how to kind of go about these conversations. Even though I'm bantering, I think it is important because like man shouldn't be going into jobs and like you're going to like your hands tied type of thing.
Yeah, don't be afraid to challenge, especially if you've got experience. Like you've been doing this.
Sure. Yeah. In construction's a bit different. Their numbers it's out there already.
Okay.
And their daily rates are ridiculous as well. And you know a lot about it's more visible to see what they're on. So everyone knows what they could be challenging. And when you get to like project manager, you're on stupid.
You're clearing it.
Yeah.
Don't let that self-doubt, man, stop you from your destiny, fam. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm saying though.
I think eventually making it will be that I can sit in an interview room with a do-rag on and just be like, hey, listen, guys. How dare you? How dare me?
Dare me?
I dare myself. Yeah. I want to just be sitting there like, listen, guys.
They're seeing this do-rag in my Zoom meetings, boy.
Oh, yeah. Come on, bro. This Pusho tweeted out that I'm on Zoom meetings with my vest on with the side breast hanging out. I wanted to kill him.
Like a bad bee.
And the worst goodbye was the first 3 weeks of lockdown, I was on the Zoom meetings with the vest on. Some days do-rag, some days bonnet, some days face mask. And they'll be like, oh, what's that on your face? It's tea tree. Yeah. Mind your business, bro. And I went through a phase of having the camera off, and now they're trying to enforce having the cameras on, innit? But I'm still trying to fight against it because sometimes I'm not even dressed, bro. I'm trying to eat my breakfast. I've got you lot on mute. I'm listening, but I'm eating quickly.
Yeah.
And I'm doing what I need to do.